Hello, welcome back everybody to episode 3. I'm going to just fire through everything we've done through the last episode, just in case any of you missed it. We finished Doric's quest, we completed Goblin Diplomacy, we used an XP lamp properly, we spent money when we didn't need to, we went and grabbed our money from the Stronghold of Security, we spent more money we didn't need to spend. No, okay, I fucked up. And then this happened. One of my friends tells me about something and I found it very interesting. I had a look online and it turns out all of it is possible in free-to-play. This secret sent me on a journey across the free-to-play world, gathering 28 different items. And these are all the items we have gathered so far. If you want to know what the secret is, or if you think you already know what it is, then leave a comment down below saying you know. Welcome back everybody. This is episode 3 of Builderbond. Right, I've done a little bit of a time jump. I've done up to 53 fishing. I'm also now going to go and do some cooking after this, and then we're going to go and fire through a bunch of quests today. Okay, so our little mistake of buying too many feathers last video ended us on 54 fishing, so now we're going to do our cooking. And then we're going to go and start some quests and probably do our clue scroll. Okay, so here we are in Varrock. We're now just going to start the Demon Slayer quest, and whilst we're here we're probably going to start Shield of Arav as well. Right, we'll just go start Shield of Arav now. With that started, we'll now head upstairs and talk to the next guard. Unfortunately, I still need a red bead, so I will be killing a few imps along the way. Alright, just put the bucket of water down the drain. Now we'll head down into the sewers and collect the key. Any luck? That is not the sort of pot I like to see. For this quest, I know the average player base kind of gets pushed into being Phoenix Gang, so I'm going to go Black Arm Gang just to make it a little bit easier on myself. If you didn't know this, to start the Black Arm Gang side, all you have to do is speak to Raudo, and then instead of speaking to the newspaper seller, come down and speak to Charlie instead. Okay, so I'm now at the part of Shield of Arav where I need help, and I'm not quite ready to do that yet. You know, social anxiety and all that. So what I'm going to do is finish up my beginner clue and finish up the 25 bones needed for Demon Slayer. Okay, so we now have all of our bones. We're now going to head over to the Wizard Tower and hand those in for the next key. There we go, that's the next key. Right, now we're going to go finish our clue. Oh damn, I don't think I have any raw herrings in my bank. I haven't fished any. Right, so I can't finish my clue right now, so I'm gonna finish up Shield of Arav. To save myself a bit of time, I do already have the weapon store key on my main, so I decide to use that. Usually I'd just use the clan chat. With the weapon store key obtained, I can now go and get the 2 crossbows I need for the quest. Returning back with the crossbows, the gang finally trust me enough to let me inside their main hideout, which means I can go and steal the shield. Now, whilst we are still in Varrock, we can go and finish the Demon Slayer quest, considering we now have all of the keys too. Turns out I was wrong, it's not Raudo I need to speak to, it is the museum curator, so I'm going to head there quickly. And now I have both the halves, I need to do something most RuneScape players don't ever usually do, and that is socially interact with other players. I would recommend this clan chat to anybody. You can find it under grouping and Shield of Arav. I managed to get my quest done extremely quickly from this. I think I stood here for about 3 minutes. I got a reply instantly. Big shout out to Weep Weep. With Shield of Arav completed, we can now go and complete Demon Slayer. I was going to use Tenacious D here, but YouTube sucks, so you have this instead. I am complete!
Got him!
Okay, with Demon Slayer done, we're now going to go and start Prince Ali Rescue. Okay, just seen an imp, so we'll kill that quickly, see if we get any luck. Oh my god, we got it, finally. Sick. Right, no more imps. For me to finish Prince Ali Rescue, I'm going to need a bronze bar, so I'm going to quickly mine the tin and the copper now. Just making the balls of wool for the Prince Ali Rescue quest. We need 2 more and then we should be able to finish the quest. I forgot I needed to pick up some beers, so I'm just going to buy the beers I need from the pub. Luckily they did add this in not too long ago, so it's quite helpful. Just smithing the bronze bar in the furnace in Lumbridge, then going to go over to Ned and have him make the wig for me. After speaking to Ned, I then go and make the skin paste, which is the last thing I believe we need for the quest. Now we have absolutely everything we need, we head into the jail and get an imprint of the key and make our way to Osmond. It is at this point here where I realise my mistake, that I dropped a beer on the ground, so I have to come back and buy another one before I go to speak to Osmond. Osmond takes the bar from me, so now I can head back to the jail and free Prince Ali. On my way back, I managed to get the Gravedigger random event, so I got the gloves from that with the legs. Now we're going to finish the Prince Ali rescue quest, so then we don't have to pay any more tolls. Now up to Falador, we're going to start the Knight's Sword quest so we can get a nice chunk of smithing XP. We're also going to need this XP for later down the line. Also, while we're here, we're going to be starting the Black Knight's Fortress quest. We are also going to be picking up Below Ice Mountain as well. Now we're just going to fly through Black Knight's castle, get that done really quick. Right, with that quest completed, we're now going to go and do Below Ice Mountain, because that is going to be really useful. And with that little montage complete, we can now flex. Eye of the tiger, baby! Alright, now we go speak to my best mate Marley, and he is going to tell us he's got the munchies, so we got to go make him a sandwich. Lay off the nettles, Marley, they're bad for your health. Whilst I am in Varrock, I speak to Raudo about the Encanto Dwarfs for the Knight's Sword quest. Okay, and whilst I'm at the pub making the sandwich, I may as well pick up the steak for the Vampire Slayer quest. Right, with that sandwich made, we're now going to head back to my boy Marley and give him his munchies. Alright, burnt off, there's no way you're beating me, mate. Rock, paper, scissors champ right here, bruv. now we are handing in the Black Knight's Fortress quest. Okay, now over to Ice Mountain, and we're going to finish off below Ice Mountain because that area is great. I absolutely love it. Ooh, look at those big strong arms. If you have made it to this point of the video, leave a comment saying build it so I know how far you've watched. Right, and with that defeated, that is below Ice Mountain completed, and now we are going to go and try and do Vampire Slayer. Okay, now I'm not even going to lie, this is another idiocracy of mine. Basically, I completely forgot to bring a hammer, and I don't just do that once, I do it multiple times. Okay, so at that point there, I'd given up on Vampire Slayer because I thought I was too low level. It wasn't, I just didn't have a hammer, so ignore me. I've come to do Knight's Sword instead. On our way back to Falador, we get our first Lederhosen outfit. Okay, so now back at Falador, we're going to pick up the painting so we can show the dwarf and he can make us a new sword. Arriving back at the dwarf, I show him the painting and he tells me that I need to go and grab some blue-right ore. So that's what I'm going to go and do now. Oh my good god. Oh dear jeez. Where's safe? Somewhere's got to be safe. Somewhere's got to be safe. Okay, I think I'm safe. I'm going to wait out the aggro timer. It's only 10 minutes, so I'll be fine. Hopefully as long as I don't get hit anymore. Okay, I'm done waiting. Time to mine, and then I can get out of here. Returning to the dwarf, he makes me the sword, and now I can return to the squire and finally hand in the quest. With that finished, we are now going to go and cook some more food, and then probably more combat after that. Alright, this is our last inventory of food, everybody, and then we're going to go probably do some combat. Alright, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be killing as many cows as possible for hides, because we need to get our crafting up. And we also had another random event which has given us some more Lederhosen. Whilst I'm in Al-Kharid, I also finally hand in Prince Ali Rescue. Okay, so we are slowly gaining crafting levels. What I am actually going to recommend is you sell some of the items, but keep the legs. Whenever you make legs, just keep them because you're going to need them for beginner clues. I didn't do this and I kind of ended up shooting myself in the foot later down the line when I did want to do the clues. So yeah, save a good, I don't know, 50 or so if you want to do clues decently. And that is our mime mask, everybody. Right, time for another attempt at Vampire Slayer, I think. And as you all might notice, I still don't have a hammer. It's okay though. I soon realise the error of my ways, and I go and grab a hammer. Whilst I'm still nearby, I'm going to buy up some chronicle charges and a chronicle so I can actually teleport around a little bit smoother. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot how bloody tedious it is to walk around everywhere. Now time to buy up some runes so we can finally start chipping away at that level 55 magic requirement for high alchemy, because without that this challenge is going to take forever. For me to finish my clue I need to catch a heron, so I'm just doing that quickly, and then I'm going to return to Charlie the Tramp and hopefully finish my first clue. Okay, returning to Charlie, he's going to give us our first clue scroll box. Here we go. What do we get?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Well, that's useless. I didn't really want to have to do this, but it's looking like I'm going to have to go and do it anyway. I need a staff, and I don't really want to have to buy one. And one of the best places I can really get one from is the Wilderness Lava Maze, so that's where I'm going to be heading, everyone. I needed to pick up the planks for Dragon Slayer, and I'm also going to head up to the Lava Maze now. I'm not even going to lie as well, I do get lost going through here. Because I don't like how much damage I'm taking, I'm only going to bother grabbing one chest plate. I may come back when I've got a bit of a higher level. Just right now I'm taking way too much damage for my liking. Alright, I have made it out somewhat safely. I'm just going to return to the bank to bank a few items, and then I'm going to go finish off a few more quests. After returning back to Falador, I end up buying an air staff anyway. Yeah, I know, kind of stupid going to get the earth one. I'm still going to be using them, don't worry. And then I'm going to go and start training up my magic so I can actually start to get some alchables going. Now we've got our magic level, we are going to go and do Corsair Cove, and then that's going to unlock one of the best money makers in free-to-play. I don't know if it'll be the best for me, but I know it's pretty good. Oh, get up, you wimp, there's nothing wrong with you. Now, I'm very sorry to disappoint you all. Of course, I don't do the secret quest in this episode. I am going to be saving that for next episode, which will be out next Friday. So, hold your horses. It's coming, I promise. I just wanted to keep it all together so it's not spanning across 3 videos, it will just be 2, and that will be episode 2 and episode 4. After this episode we have only 1 quest left, which has a small barrier of 33 magic, which shouldn't take us too long. We'll probably get that in the next episode. And I just want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who has made it through to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for next week because that's going to be probably the best episode yet. Thank you all, and I will see you next Friday.